Well, I'm home alone. It's been a month. Let's do another podcast, baby. Yippee! It goes into the fact like any fucking task you repeat over and over and over again is gonna drive you insane no matter how, I'm just happy about it. Where it's the meme song from a few years ago where he goes, Creeper! Oh man! Don't mind at night, I know you're looking at the cave and you're feeling kind of brave. Go to bed and be alright, don't mind at night. That song. Yeah, that song. We all know that song. Only person to be born without original sin. Jesus. There was one race where they started with 19 cars and only 8 finished after 20 laps. You're a bunch of plebeians who use dark mode because you never go outside. Go outside, the light won't be so bad. So what's up? I never know what to say. I never know what to do. I never know how I am. I never know where to be, who you are, or what I'm doing. But let's start from the top. I am here. So here's where I'm at, right? So I wrote a few scripts for my main channel. And when I went to sit down to record one of them, none of my shit was charged. Neither my microphone nor my fucking camera was charged. So in lieu of doing that, I decided, fuck it, let's record the podcast because I don't have to wait for my computer to charge. All of this shit's plugged in. The lights, the camera, the computer. Because I originally started editing for my gaming channel and I got to the subtitles part. I got like 5 minutes into a 30-minute video with subtitles and I'm like, I'm going to continue this later. So I continued it later and now I'm recording the podcast because, dude, I want to push hard the rest of this year because we're currently August 9th is the current day. And if we can do, my goal is still a podcast a month, 2 main channel videos where I talk about something. And then if I can post a gaming video a week for the next 4 months, I think we could really grow this shit. I think we can go up exponentially. Because right now, I have cut together, 6 zombies videos. Like Call of Duty Black Ops 3 zombie videos. And I'm not going to post those back to back. No one wants to watch zombies for a month and a half. Maybe some people do. I don't. So I'm like, I want to post those every other week and mix in other videos. I have a bunch of shit. I just have a bunch of shit recorded. Right now, I have a GTA 5 heist video, mostly it's cut up. I just need to add the shit on top of it. I have a bunch of recordings from me and my friends played Among Us. We played Mecha Chameleon. We played, Levi and I have played a bunch of other games too. RV There Yet? Something incredibly topical. They didn't totally release a new game recently. The creators of RV There Yet released a new game called The Long Walk or something. I don't know. I haven't seen any gameplay for it. I haven't seen a single person talk about it, but I saw it on their Steam page. So it has to be something. But I have a bunch of shit. Dude, I have Arc Raiders. So when I started playing Arc Raiders, I have a bunch of footage from that, literally 30 hours. I have about 30 hours from the Frost event forever ago. I know fucking Arc Raiders isn't topical anymore, but I want to continue. I want to use the footage. I have 200 gigs of footage of this video game. I want to use it. And if I intersplice it in between weeks of haha zombies gameplay that's fun and shit, I think it'll be fine, even if it performs poorly. Because the thing is, I'm doing this for fun. Like I say in every video, this is for fun. The main channel, I want to talk about not more serious things, just stuff I'm interested in. I have a whole, the script I wanted to record was about Sisyphus and that whole myth idea thing or whatever he is. He's not a myth. He's a story lesson. So the idea Sisyphus, right? So we all know he's pushing the boulder up a hill or whatever the fuck. But before he got to that point, he was a complete trickster, a swindler. He had a town. He was the king of this town. Or emperor or whatever the fuck. I don't know the actual size of the place. But he swindles and connives and steals. It'll be much better in the actual video. But what I'm trying to say is this motherfucker goes against every social norm that's out there. He swindles and connives to grow his empire or whatever. And then what was it? So the story goes, Zeus kidnapped the daughter of the god of rivers or some shit, and of course Sisyphus saw this, and to get favor with the god of rivers so he can have like a freshwater spring in his town, he rats to the guy on Zeus. And eventually Zeus finds out, because guess what? That guy came to get his daughter back. And Zeus is like, who told you? And he's like, it was Sisyphus. And then the guy sends the god of peaceful death or something, or of like guiding. I don't know. There's a lot of fucking gods. But so there's like different accounts too of the Sisyphus story. Like one is the god of peaceful death brings magical shackles to take Sisyphus away. And Sisyphus Sisyphus decides that he's going to play a trick on this god. He knows the god is coming. So what he does is he like, when the guy shows up to kill him or to take him to Hades, the underworld, Sisyphus is like, okay, but you mind answering a question for me? How do the shackles work? And he like feigns this ignorance of like, how does it work? They're magical, huh? And then the god either being put off by this guy that's not scared of him, or is dumb, or has a strong ego, and he's like, oh, stupid mortal. There's like multiple accounts for it. He gets the guy to put one of the shackles on his wrist to like show him, and then Sisyphus quickly redoes the rest of the shackles and then just like kidnaps the god in his house. But then that had the effect of no one else is dying. So the god of war, Ares, goes to Zeus because she's leading all these wars and people are getting slashed up, cut up, or whatever, but none of them are dying. So it's ruining the fun of war, right? So she goes to Zeus and be like, hey, what the fuck? Where's the god of the death? And then Zeus is like, what do you mean? I sent him to go molest Sisyphus like weeks ago. And then she's like, well, he ain't showing up to the battles and I kind of need him at the battles. And then Zeus is like, weird. So Zeus, being the little bitch he is, because he can't do his own bidding for some reason, sends the messenger god, the one with the wings, like on his feetsies. I forgot what his name is. The messenger god, knowing about Sisyphus's tricks, can't be tricked or some bullshit. So he frees the god of death. He captures Sisyphus and gives him to the god of death. He's like, don't fuck it up again. And then he leaves. But during that week or whatever time frame that the god was trapped in Sisyphus's house, he was scheming and conniving with his wife. That he's like, the gods are going to figure this out. We need a backup plan. So him and his wife deceive a plan where she won't give him proper burial rites. Instead, she'll just like strip him down naked and then throw his body into like the town center to really just respect him. So when Sisyphus goes down to hell, or Hades, it's not hell, it's just where you go after you die. The idea is that he'll go up to the king and queen of Hades and his wife, I don't know the name of. He plays into like their strengths of like, or like their weaknesses. I don't know what the right word is. They have like very strong morals about laws and following the rules. So when Sisyphus comes up and is like, hey, my bitch of a wife decided not to give me proper burials or whatever the fuck, that gets Hades all riled up and his wife all riled up. And they're like, all right, cool. You can go back for a day or a few days and teach that lady a lesson. And then what he does is he's like, sick, nasty dude. So he goes up and then he lives the rest of his life with his wife in his giant mansion until he dies of old age. So obviously the gods being like, this motherfucker, who does he think he is? So they devise a plan where they shackle him, bring him down to Tartarus, which is like the hell of Hades, where like the worst god offenders go or some bullshit. And that's where they spring the thing on him, or they're like, if you get this boulder to the top of the hill, you will get your freedom from Tartarus. But Zeus, remembering what this fucker did, decided, fuck this guy. And he cursed the boulder to when when Sisyphus brings the boulder to the top, it will slip from his grasp and roll all the way back down. So the idea is that they will break Sisyphus's mind by making him do this task he could never hope to succeed at. That's what the video's about. And then I also go into about how people like have different interpretations of the futility of the situation, whether or not Sisyphus knows that the thing is useless because he could never possibly get out. like the boulder is cursed. Because the idea is if he knows that the boulder is cursed and he can never actually complete this task, that when Sisyphus gets the boulder to near the top and it rolls back down and his hands are free of the boulder and he's not doing any work except walking, he knows you have to assume Sisyphus is happy, knowing he gets one more up on one final fuck you to the gods because their plan isn't working. But also, it goes into the fact, any fucking task you repeat over and over and over again is going to drive you insane no matter how, I'm just happy about it. Sure, mentality is part of it, but you're going to fucking drive yourself insane. And then I also talk about the idea of boundaries and how they can be good versus bad based on how you perceive them. Because there's this study of choices that I read a while ago about ice cream flavors, or the idea of having 30 ice cream flavors in a shop is great or whatever because you have so many options. But then scientists found that people were less satisfied with their choice at the 30 option ice cream shop because they're I could have gotten that other flavor I was thinking about and had a better time. So instead of enjoying the ice cream flavor they chose, they think about how much better it could have been if they got that other thing. While at a place with 3 flavors, like chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, they're I like chocolate the most. And then they get chocolate. And then they're fucking pogging out. And then I also talk about the idea of creativity and boundaries. If you set boundaries or rules for yourself, it allows you to create in a different kind of way than just being balls to the wall, do whatever you want. It's all that shit. That's a lot of the shit I talked about, or I will talk about in that video once all my shit charges in 2 hours from now. So look forward to that. But also look forward to this. I wrote 2 more scripts. It's been a month since I uploaded on my main channel. And it's been a month since I've uploaded on this channel. And I've wrote a few scripts in that time. One of them was about that. One of them was about the sport of skeleton, because it's one of my favorite winter Olympic sports. And I started writing that script when the Winter Olympics were happening. And I know it's been a fucking while since that has started happening, but so I started writing the Winter Olympics when the Winter Olympics were happening. I started writing skeleton then, but guess what? The Winter Olympics are fucking over, and they've been over for a while now. But I never finished the script, so I'm finishing the script now. And there's a third script I finished writing, and I don't remember at all what it was about. But it's done. So I have 3 videos. And the idea is I will make a video on that channel every 2 weeks, make a video on the gaming channel every week, and then still make a monthly podcast. But shit's kind of hard, man. Grinding all this shit out. But I'm working on it. I'm getting there. It's just the fact that none of my shit was charged, so I had to do something else while my shit was charging, and I got bored of editing my other thing, so we're here now. Everything's fine and dandy, for the most part. What else? Yeah. But I actually still have a list of shit I want to talk about. None of that was written down. That was just off the dome, cuffing it, baby. What I actually written down was some YouTubers I still watch. That I remember watching this month. I have more than that written down. Maybe I'll cut that part. Who knows? Who knows what I'll do? I'm a funky little freak. A freaky little funk, if you will. But one person I did watch a lot this month was a channel called Piemations, right? And so I started watching this channel years ago when they made a series called Suction Cup. And it was a guy climbing a tower with suction cups. And the owner of the tower gets all pissy that somebody is smudging up his windows with the suction cups and going with this fucking suction cups, you know what I'm saying? But that's their main thing. They also had a series called Mike and Zach where 2 guys were just getting into wacky situations. All of this animated, by the way. That's why it's called Piemations, because they're animation. They're not made of pie, though. But the idea of Suction Cup Man is he's a guy being a little nuisance, making people hoot and holler at him. He's climbing their things. And then there's one episode where he gets legally banned from using suction cups because the CEO sues him or whatever the fuck. Because that's just the thing CEOs can do is just sue people and they're not allowed to use suction cups no more. And what he ends up doing is he goes to a sex shop to buy rope to kill him because he just thought that was the place to buy rope for some reason. And he finds fucking dildos with suction cups on the end. Stick with me here, right? So he's not allowed to use suction cups, but he fucking grabs these dildos and uses them to do the same thing, where he climbs the guy's tower with the suction cups of the dildos. And then the tower owner gets pissy because he's like, "You're banned from using suction cups. I got you banned." So he takes him to court again and tries to ban him from using all suction cups and not just climbing grade suction cups. I don't remember where this video goes. I just remember a scene where he gets the suction cup, like the climbing grade suction cups back, and the delivery people are delivering them, and he has a pile of just fucking dildos in his house because he bought a bunch to replace the suction cups he lost because he used to have a pile of suction cups. And then he's like, "Oh yeah, I probably need to get rid of those." Fucking cinema, dude. They also made like several music videos. One of them, some band did a cover of AC/DC's Big Balls. Great song, by the way. They made another song called The Happy Jam, where it's a tram driver and he's happy. It sounds happy. He's not saying happy words. That's the joke of the video. There's a third song called A Halloween Music Video, and it's a music video about Halloween, and a spooky ghost is haunting this dude's house, and this dude is just not afraid of the fucking ghost. You know what I'm saying? They made a song about Suction Cup Man. He has his own theme song. And, one of my favorite videos they made is I'm a Bug. And it's just about all these bugs in a dude's like house, and then they slowly take over the world because they keep multiplying, and it's fun. It's all fun. We're having fun. But what I'm talking about with these music videos, that brings me to my next point that I've written down, which was Minecraft parodies / music videos. All right. So this also started when I got recommended Diggy Diggy Hole by the Yogscast again. And that made me think about all the other fucking songs I used to listen to as a kid. And the Yogscast specifically, they still make content because recently they released an album for Yog Labs, which is like their thing with making like Minecraft or like just technology stuff or whatever. And one of them was about the coffee in Yog Labs, and the whole joke of the song was that like the coffee is causing him to sing faster. First of all, the coffee's causing him to sing. Second is that it's causing him to sing faster. And then the video just gets out of hand. And then I started watching all their other ones like Diggy Diggy Hole, Screw the Nether, How Do I Craft This Again? But then they also have original songs, Welcome to Yogs Labs, Moon Quest, shit like that. And the last time I actually like watched these guys was when they made a cook-off video with Game Grumps. Game Grumps ended up losing that video, I think. But I thought that was funny. I still think it's funny. I went and watched it again. It's still funny. I still watch the Game Grumps. I don't watch the Yogscast. But then speaking of fucking Minecraft videos, you know what I'm saying? I was also, it made me go watch a bunch of these fucking videos. So obviously I went to Captain Sparkles next, and I watched Revenge, which is the one with the rap in it that everyone thinks Captain Sparkles sang for some reason, but he only did the rap part, where it's the meme song from a few years ago where he goes, "Creeper, oh man, so way back in the mine, got our pickaxe swinging from." Yeah, so that song's pretty fire. He made TNT. I don't know if people remember that song, but then also he made Fallen Kingdom. People know that song. And then that song has like 4 sequels. I knew of like the sequel to the song, but I didn't know they made like a whole fucking quintilogy or whatever the fuck the word is. Like there are 5 Fallen Kingdom video songs. When did that happen? Who thought that was, what? And they only have like millions of views. They're very successful. Ridiculous. And then dude, Captain Sparkles has like 6 channels. Obviously he has fucking Captain Sparkles, right? His main channel. And then he has Captain Sparkles 2, which he uploads like his VODs to from streaming. He has Marin Music, which he used to post like original music that's not related to Minecraft. He had like a vlog channel, and he had like a workout channel, and he had a few other things that he would do. Just wild, insane the amount of shit he's able to put out. But the things I remember about Captain Sparkles is like, he was nice. His whole appeal was like he rarely cursed, so adults liked him. And he's really into cool cars. And that's all I know about Captain Sparkle. I remember him being in, what was it called? Sugar Pine 7. Like, he wasn't in Sugar Pine 7, but he appeared in those videos semi-frequently because he was friends with Steven Suptic, who is a whole nother guy that he's a whole fucking character. But Sugar Pine 7, like, fell off as fast as it, like, rose. Because I remember they won some, like, streaming award or video award or some shit. And then it immediately started falling off from there. People started leaving. What's his face? Kib, I think is his name. Started Kib and the other guy. I don't remember his name. They continued making a podcast, like the Sugar Pine 7 podcast. Steven Suptic left a while ago. So I think it's wild that they kept, like, the whole thing going. And Steven Suptic just, like, disappeared off the face of the earth. No idea what he's doing now. But he started in a group called Bam Lounge, right? And that was a group with, the guy's name was Aviator Gaming, and then, like, 2 other dudes. I don't remember their names, but Steven Suptic used to go by MLG Haunt, and he made a series called To Kill a YouTuber, and then eventually To Save a YouTuber. And he just got a bunch of cameos from a bunch of... But my favorite videos that MLG Haunt or Steven Suptic ever put out was him and Munching Brotato, where they were just doing fucked shit in Minecraft. Like, the one I remember the most is them being Girl Scouts, and they were shaking ass to sell Girl Scout cookies in Minecraft. And I remember watching this, and I'm like, that's fucking funny. And it never stopped being funny. But going back to that, Minecraft videos, right? The topic we were talking about. Tobuscus. Remember the fucking good times, just don't look at his recent Twitter posts. I mean, he has plenty of original music. My favorite things by him were all of his literal trailers. The Hitman one, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, and then just like every single one of those. I thought they were all fun and great. I know they're all sponsored or whatever, but they were still fucking funny to watch as a kid. And then obviously he has a Nugget and a Biscuit. He has I Can Swing My Sword, Mind the Diamond, Safety Torch. Like, so many good fucking Minecraft songs. Yeah. Dude, I remember listening to all these songs on loop continuously as a child. That was literally my childhood, was these songs. And then he had a whole thing with his, like, Canadian friend. Like, it was Tobuscus and Brobuscus or some shit. I don't remember his name. But they had a whole animated series, and that was funny too. And then there were some allegations about him, like, sexually abusing his girlfriend or some shit. I don't know. I don't know if it ever got proved or not, but I don't think he helped himself in any of the situations. But another guy that was like a terrible spouse was Sky Does Minecraft. And I remember watching him play with a billion people. Because I remember when I was a child, there was a Team Crafted that they put together, and they all lived in a house for 6 months until it all fell apart. And then he just kept making different creator groups, and they all kept falling apart. And then eventually people were like, oh, it's fucking Sky Does Minecraft's fault. He sucks as a person. What a surprise. And he's like a deadbeat dad too, so fuck him. But he did make a song that I liked a lot as a kid called New World. Sounded pretty cool, sounded pretty sick. But you know what Minecraft creator's not a complete piece of shit? That doesn't make Minecraft anymore? And that is ZexyZek, right? I'm sure you've all heard this guy before. But he made, I remember so much of his content was him trolling people in his Minecraft server. It was like, I abused my admin privileges in my Minecraft server to fuck with people. I think it was in better language because it was a children's channel at the time. But recently, he's found a lot more success playing the new Skate games. And he just streams Skate. That's just his thing now. And I think that's cool that he didn't, like, fall off. He pivoted into something new and he's found success. And, like, if you go back and watch his channel, he's always played Skate games. Like, it wasn't a thing I watched as a kid. I was into Minecraft, but he always played Skate, and he's continued to play Skate. And I think that's cool that he didn't just, like, give up and go get a real job, because that's fucking stupid. But in the meantime, when he was uploading Minecraft, he made, like, he made something in the ballpark of, like, 15 Minecraft songs. Mine With Me, Running Out of Time, Promise, Fight the Mobs, Mushroom Stew. Dude, like, this guy was just on a fucking roll. You Thought I Used X-Ray. It's insane. I don't remember how any of them would, like, I don't remember most of them. The few I did watch don't hold up as well as they as they should. No, they just don't hold up. They're just Minecraft songs from fucking 20 years ago. So of course they're not going to be as good as they were when I remember them. But I was talking to my friend Levi about this shit a while ago, and the one that's like his favorite is "Don't Mine at Night." Don't mine at night. I know you're looking at the cave and you're feeling kind of brave. Go to bed and you'll be alright. Don't mine at night. That song. Yeah, that song. We all know that song. Yeah. YouTube's great. YouTube's fun. I'm glad people still make YouTube videos, despite how much YouTube was trying to fuck over people. All their shit with like, people are getting banned because YouTube thinks they're using AI, and people wants people to upload less AI slop. But YouTube is just using AI to moderate the shit, and it's not working great for some people, and it's working great for other situations. Because guess what? I don't want to just watch YouTube slop videos on YouTube. What a surprise! Yay! But speaking of YouTube, let's talk about my YouTube channel, all right? All right? All right. So I wanted to talk about my recent fucking. We're going to talk about my recent fucking, right? Let's talk about my main channel, all right? We're sitting at 278 subs, and like I said earlier, I want to upload twice a fucking month on this bad boy. So my last video, Magic the Gathering, right? I got a whopping 46 views and 1 comment on it, and the 1 comment on this fucking video, they said, "I don't like your supercilious personality." And to that I say, what the fuck does supercilious mean? And I looked it up, and it means like this is lower than you, like you don't care about what you're talking about. And I'm like, motherfucker, I said it in the video. I've been playing Magic the Gathering on and off for like 12 years. I never had cards of my own, but I would always play with my friends or my cousins and shit. Like, I don't get it. It's like they didn't even watch the fucking video. So in the video, I like talk about and then unwrap these Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Magic the Gathering cards. And the whole video is like, hey, I found these fucking things at an antique store. They're handmade packs. They're not going to be good. Let's see what's in them. And my most expensive card was worth like $4, and it was the Ooze card. The card made of ooze. What do you want me to do, dude? And then I got like Barbas the Warthog Warrior like 4 or 5 times. I got 125 cards for like $12. They weren't good cards. I only got 3 land, so I can't even make a deck with that. Because guess what? The person who bought the actual like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle like booster pack or whatever the fuck took all the land out because the land's useful. They just wanted to get rid of these bullshit cards. Oh my god. So I talked about the videos I want to make. It's gonna be, we're gonna post every other week on this fucking channel. I wanted to record, but none of my shit was charged. So this is where we're at now. The podcast. So on this main channel, dude, still pissed about that fucking Beat Saber video I meant to post on my gaming channel that I didn't post on my gaming channel, and it has over 110,000 views and like 130 comments, and it still gets views to this day, which is awesome. I appreciate views, but I wanted it on my gaming channel. And the reason it's not on there, or like I didn't delete it and put it on the other one, is because by the time I realized it already had 20,000 views. Speaking of my gaming channel though, my last video was posted like 2 weeks ago. I'm going to post a video on the 10th. That's the video I got to finish tonight. It's going to be zombies. We're going back to the Octagonal Ascension, baby. You should go watch all of my gaming videos, all of my podcasts, and you should go watch all the videos on my main channel. But my most recent GTA video that I posted 2 months after my Tarkov video, oh my god. Dude, the GTA video got 370 views and like, I want to say 5 comments. I responded to 2 of them, so it says 7. But that's pretty good after not posting for 2 months. I don't even know why it took me 2 months to post anything. Maybe I just wasn't feeling the vibe, feeling the groove. But then I'm like, oh, it's because I kept cutting down videos and then not doing anything with them. There's a reason I have 6 Black Ops 3 zombie videos that just need polish. Like the clips are cut down. I've cut down so much Arc Radius footage. I've cut down so much Tarkov footage. Oh my god, dude. I just need to add the shit, add subtitles, and fucking add music and it will be done. And then I got to make the thumbnail, and then I got to make shorts, and then I got to make a thumbnail for the shorts. It's just like so much work, and it's fun. It is fun. I'm having fun, but like, you know what I'm saying? And then my podcast, right? The podcast, I enjoy it because people respond to my shorts and make comments. People don't put comments on the whole fucking podcast because no one watches the whole podcast. The podcast is there for, but people will comment on the shorts because it's like a 2-minute thing from the hour-and-a-half long podcast, and people will respond to it, and I think that's great. And I want more people to respond to my content. Because the gaming video, people will respond on the long-form videos, but then they'll be like, nice video. And I say thanks, and then the conversation stops. The problem is, too, is I keep making these long-ass videos that take so long to edit. Like that Tarkov video, that's another thing that why it took me so long to re-upload or to upload again, is that Tarkov video took so much effort for it to be over an hour long. And oh my God, I don't need to do that to myself. I should stick around the 20-minute mark and everything would be fucking peachy, dude. But guess what? The zombies video I'm trying to upload, 31 minutes. 31 minutes. Because it's all good. It all needs to go in. It all fits into a solid narrative. And the solid narrative is playing Octagonal Ascension maps as a sequel to my first Octagonal Ascension video. God. But the inspiration for this podcast comes from all the other podcasts I watch. But it's mostly Forehead Fables with General Sam and Papa Poob. And Brian. Brian's not around anymore. Brian hasn't been around for forever. But it's those two fuckers that make me want to do this. Because like I said previously, General Sam started a podcast by himself. And he was, I wouldn't say he's too much of a loser to come up with topics on his own. But he couldn't record 3 podcasts in a month by himself because he ran out of stuff to talk to immediately. Or talk about immediately. But there is one clip I wanted to talk about that they made where they literally talked about fingering a dog's asshole if it attacks you as like a defense mechanism. And then Poob later gets attacked by a dog while his girlfriend watches, and he didn't pull out the technique that they taught to their audience. Fuck, I'm gonna go get another beer. All right, we're back, Chuckle fucks. Listen to this. Terrible. So what happened to me today? I went to go reheat pizza and I was like, fuck it. I'm going to add some peppers to this bad boy. Because my wife and I grow tomatoes and peppers in our backyard. And guess what dumbass cut peppers and then rubbed his fucking eyes? This dude. So I dealt with that. I rubbed it in my fucking left eye. And then I dealt with that. I stopped hurting. Ate the pizza. They weren't terribly spicy peppers, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But then I ate the pizza, fucking went upstairs, and started like putting together all my shit to record a video. Drank a beer, and then I touched my eye with my hand, and there was still pepper juice on it. I did it twice. Oh my God. Fucking dumbass. It's fucking stupid. How stupid or can be sometimes. Holy. I just literally talked about 2 dudes fingering a dog's asshole and then how I fucking put pepper juice in my eye. So let's talk about TikToks I've watched this month. Yay! First big one. Some lady named Grace had to be airlifted off the Mist Trail in Yosemite because she couldn't complete the trail. And the trail wasn't even 3 miles long. And it's not like she was hurt or anything. She just like was like weirdly out of breath and had like an elevated heart rate or some shit. And then she freaked out and then couldn't complete it. So she had to fucking be airlifted out. Dude, do you know how much an airlift out of a place fucking costs? Tens of thousands of dollars. Holy shit. But also, how can you not complete a 3-mile hike? She had like 3 friends and a backpack of shit with her. What are we doing, dude? Insane. Asinine, actually. What the fuck? Another video I saw was this dude trying to find the quote-unquote perfect water bottle, and he has like a 14-point list of all the different aspects that the water bottle has to have for it to be perfect. One of them is he doesn't want it to be plastic. which I mean, whatever, dude. He wants it to, and he doesn't want it to be metal because the metal causes like a weird taste. So he wants the inside of the bottle to be ceramic. He wants it to be big enough to stick his hand in so he can like wash it like that. He doesn't want to put his thumb where the thing opens because then his dirty, dirty thumb is getting in his clean, clean water bottle, and he's a special princess. He can't have that. I don't know. What is some other shit? He doesn't want a straw because straws grow bacteria. He doesn't want like mechanisms that can break. So he doesn't want one of those like buttons you press it and the whole thing flips open because it'll break eventually. I've had water bottles like that. They will break no matter how well you treat. So like I can see where he's coming from, but like, dude, just buy a fucking Nalgene and get on with it. Nalgenes are great and they hold a liter of water. And if you buy the little attachment, it's not just a big open circle. It's like a little circle. Easy. Done with it. Done with it. But he can't get TikTok views if he's like simple about it. So people keep commenting and recommending him 18 different water bottles and he gets a bunch of things. And I only bring this up because I'm just jealous that he gets that level of interaction about fucking water bottles. And I talk about the most intelligent shit in the world and nobody cares. Nobody cares. Another guy I watched on, I don't know how to pronounce his name. It's like Gelinas, Gelinas. And he seems like real timid and like off-put in his videos, but he's like a fucking beefcake, dude. This guy's like buff as shit. I don't know. He's timid. He's got a little weird mannerisms, but I started watching him because he made like modded Nerf guns. And he would attach like air compressors to him, give him super long fucking barrels, give him way more powerful springs. Shit was insane. He was putting holes in like particle board and shit with Nerf bullets. He would put thumbtacks into things, like basic shit, but he'd also get fucking weird with it. And then he started making a whole thing about just fidget toys. He would just try out different fidget toys and see what people liked and see what he liked and give his review on fucking fidget toys. And I watched it all. And then he started posting lamp reviews. And they weren't like just normal lamps, right? They were that shit where it's super colorful and you can like bend it into weird fucking shapes. I don't know, but he had like 12 of them and they were all completely different. Shit's wild, dude. People will make anything about anything, and that's why I like YouTube and TikTok. And it's not like I'm just watching crap. I know people are like, I don't remember the last 45 minutes of my TikTok scroll. Motherfucker, what are you watching on there? I remember a good amount of the shit I watch on my TikTok. Like, I don't get that sentiment of, oh, I don't remember anything. What? There's another two-guy duo that I've been watching recently on TikTok too, and they're called Gum and Bart. These guys are fucking funny as shit. One of their like reoccurring jokes or series or whatever you would want to call it is pill roulette. They go, pill roulette, open the drawer and see what you get. And it's just a pill, like a junk drawer filled with pills. And then they take one and then just like something happens. And it's fucking hilarious, dude. And more people need to be like them. There was one that I saw where Gum had like gotten stuck on the ceiling or something. And he's like, Bart, come quickly, call the fire department. And then Bart's like, no, you just want to see the big hunk fire departments. He's like, no, get down from there. It's so fucking stupid. And then he ends up falling from like a great height. Shit's fucking funny. Another fucking like product that I don't need on TikTok that I saw was a liquid thickener where you take a liquid, you put the thickener in it, and it makes it thicker. It's supposed to like help people consume water better that like can't swallow correctly or some shit. I don't know. It's not for me. It's a health thing. But this guy, his name was literally Simply Thick John. And I just thought that was a fucking hilarious name for a dude to have. But he made a whole video about how to thicken beer. Because people want to keep their carbonation in their beer when they have a beer. But sometimes you got to thicken it because you're a thick boy who needs this thick beer. And it looked like the most disgusting thing in the world, dude. Like, beer already doesn't taste, like, wonderful. But it tastes okay. It's palatable, but I can't imagine it being thick, like a gelatin type shit. It just looked disgusting. Another thing I saw was another video about, is there more wheels or doors in the world? And you start off with like, oh, you look at a house, there's a billion fucking doors in a house. And a car has 4 doors and 4 wheels. But then you look at like an 18-wheeler that's only got 4 doors and like 18 wheels. And then you look at airplanes. An airplane only has 1 door, maybe 2, but it's got a bunch of wheels. Like, who cares? Who cares? And then somebody else in a different video brought up, are there more boobs or balls on the internet? And I'm like, God damn, this is something that people care about. Are there more boobs or balls on the internet? I think not. Well, if you include male boobs, like just dude tits, there's more boobs on the internet. I think there's more boobs on the internet. I just simply think there are more boobs than balls on the internet. Because it all goes back to that Lonely Island song where the lady is rocking around with one tit out, and the whole song is like, is that a wardrobe malfunction or is it out on purpose? And then she's like, dude, you can do it too. And then he takes one ball out and everyone goes, ew. And that's awesome, dude. I thought that was just fucking hilarious. I forgot about the Lonely Island, dude. I watched all of Brooklyn Nine-Nine recently. Pretty fun show. They got character development, but it's also like stupid funny too at the same time. It's great. Cause what is it? Adam Savage? No, that's Mythbuster. Andy Samberg. That's his in Lonely Island on SNL on fucking Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He's funny at everywhere. He's funny all the time. Oh, and something that happened with that is so Captain Holt, the actor, died, right? And Netflix a while ago got the first 4 seasons of Brooklyn Nine-Nine on their platform, and then they said new seasons coming soon. Motherfucker, these seasons are years old. What do you mean new seasons? Yeah, you got them added to Netflix, but that doesn't make them new. Shut the fuck up. That pissed me off. Because I'm like, how in the world are they going to continue the show without Captain Holt? They didn't continue the show. They just released old fucking... Whatever, dude. Fuck you. Another guy I've been peeping on TikTok recently is a guy called Grubology. And this guy has multiple series. One, he's making pasta out of literally anything. But instead of water, we're using pickle juice. Shit like that, right? And he also does the same thing with bread. And then he does this like Italian accent where he goes, will it be a pasta or an impasta? I can't do the accent. But I just think all his videos are funny. He's never once made a pasta that was bad. He's never once made a bread that was bad. But he always add the Maldiski salt or whatever the fuck he says. I think it's Maldiski. It's just like a salt that's not meant for cooking. It's meant for flavoring after the fact, right? Whatever. And then he's also made limoncello, and he showed like several ways to make limoncello. And the first way was like one where you have to keep it on the counter for like a month or like in a dark space for a month because it's like vodka. And then he made another video where he's like, well, back in the day, we didn't have Everclear. Now we got Everclear. And so you add simple syrup, Everclear, and just lemon to a thing to make limoncello, and it only takes a week because Everclear is 99% alcohol. Or 98 or whatever the fuck. I just thought it was a fun time. It was a fun thing. There's another dude on TikTok, dude. I watch a lot of TikTok. Probably something, but it's a British plumber, right? And he just goes around being a plumber, right? Real, like, a day in the life of a true British geezer. A day in the life of a true British geezer. Or British bloke or whatever the fuck. This motherfucker installed a toilet macerator on a toilet. And I'm like, what the fuck is a toilet macerator? He just says it like it's normal. Apparently, there are places where they don't have big enough pipes to like actually take care of just deuces. So they have this whole mechanism that grinds up the waste and then sends it out in like a liquid. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know that was just a thing people had. What? Your poop's too big, so you gotta grind it up before it goes down the chute. Insane. I'm sure my shit's charged by now, but I got more podcasts to record, baby. So coming here soon. I'm going to New Orleans for a fun trip, right? And so we were looking up a bunch of shit on New Orleans. And there are these things called shotgun shacks. They are small houses. Don't remember much more about that, but I remember looking that up with my wife. Shotgun shacks. They're like, essentially, imagine like a 1-bedroom apartment, but it's standalone. And it's in the swamp of New Orleans, or the bayou, if you will. We're also going to go to the beach. The beach is going to be fun. We're going to the beach in Florida, though. I'm going to take the fucking Amtrak, dude. I'm so excited about the Amtrak. Never been on a train before. It's $20 a person, dude. You can't beat that. Get from New Orleans to Florida, dude. Fuck you. Come on. It's awesome. Very excited about both of those things. Very excited. What else? Been scrolling. Dude, I have an antenna on my TV, so we get the local channels. Because ESPN is free if you have antenna, just like the main ESPN. But on some of like the lesser channels, they have amateur wrestling at like 10 p.m. And it's like, you imagine WWE wrestling where everyone's got costumes and backstories and all that shit. But there's only, like, imagine if only like 40 people showed up to watch that. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know amateur wrestling was a thing. Because it's not like wrestling. It's like the showmanship of wrestling. Like where they like fake hit, fake jump, fake do things. There's lore and shit. That's just what they be doing. So you got a couple guys getting paid $20 an hour. Running around in spandex and shit. Like, what the fuck? Insane thing to see online. Or on my TV at fucking 10 p.m. when I'm trying to go to bed. Another thing I actually saw on TikTok was this thing called the Posha cooking robot. And all you do is you select the recipe. It'll it's AI powered. Everything's AI powered now. But this thing actually uses like cameras and sensors to make recipes and cook for you while you go do other things. So you prep all the ingredients and load them into the machine. And over the course of like 45 minutes to an hour, it will cook you food. And sure, you got to clean it and stuff. But that's like an hour where you're not sitting at the fucking oven or stove cooking shit or getting up every 5 minutes to go stir shit. The robot does it for you. And then it sends you a whole grocery list of shit for you to get at the store to make different things that you want to make. But people in the comments, I think rightly justified, are like, the best part is the cooking. Like when I'm there crafting the food together to make it like taste good, that is the best part about cooking. The worst part is the prepping, the cleaning, the dishes. I need robots to do all that shit. Cause like, sure, the dishwasher works enough, but it doesn't work well. Like I want a better dishwasher. I want something to actually scrub my dishes for me. I have a robot vacuum cleaner. That thing's fucking mint. Because it just goes around every other day and sucks up all the shit. Because I got cats. They fucking put their hair everywhere. It's expected. But it's nice to have this robot vacuum for me, so I only have to get like the nooks and crannies. Insane. But the idea of the robot is cool. I just wish it could do more than just cook the food for me. And the fucker is like $1,200, $1,500. Insane shit. Insane. For a robot like that to cost that much. But it's because it's such a niche fucking thing. But you know, as soon as like the servers go down, that shit's going to stop working because God forbid it all be proprietary, not proprietary. God forbid it all be on the mechanism itself. No, it has to connect to its fucking bullshit AI server. Something else I stumbled into on my travels of the Sisyphus thing was the existence of a guy named Pope Tawadros. Pope Tawadros. So back in the day, jingle, 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 back in the day, the back rooms. So during the creation of like the Catholic Church and the establishment of the Pope in Italy, there were like the Vatican, or like there was the Church of Rome and then like 6 other supporting churches around it. And the Church of Rome was the biggest. So the Pope, or the guy in charge of that at the time, is like, I'm the Pope now. I'm the leader. It's a little more complicated than that, obviously. But at the same time, Christianity has like spread big time around like Western Asia and just whole Europe as a whole. So at the same time, that guy was just establishing himself as the Pope. Pope Tawadros of like Turkey was like, if you're the Pope, I'm the Pope. Fuck you. This religion didn't start in Italy. So that's really like the skinny of it. I don't have much lore past that, but I just thought that was funny. The one true Pope Pope Tawadros. But I'm not Catholic. I have no stake in it. People probably have way better explanations for why the Pope is the Pope. But also, I don't vibe with like, I'm supreme ruler of the religion. What? And I'm not a big fan of the whole idea of like dogmas as a whole. Because dogmas are like, the Pope's the highest guy in the religion, right? And I'm worried people like idolize the Pope over like actual God himself. And he's becoming like a false idol, so to say. But also the Pope has these things called dogmas where they have to go through a whole rigmarole and a whole ceremony. But it's like truths bestowed to the Pope by God. And one of the more recent ones was about how the Virgin Mary was born without original sin. And I'm like, dude, what? I thought the whole appeal was that God chose Mary as a person of sin to birth the only person to be born without original sin. Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it doesn't make sense to me. And there's a few other dogmas and whatever, dude. I'm not Catholic. I don't care. And then speaking of mythologies and stuff, it reminded me of a what are they called? Conspiracies. Because a fucking dude at work was trying to tell me we didn't go to the fucking moon. It was all a psyop by the government to like make Russia waste money during the Cold War. And I'm like, if Russia knew we had faked it, they would have called us out immediately. Like the fact that we weren't called out by Russia during the Cold War is more of a fact that we did go to the moon because they can be like, it was fake. But a conspiracy that's actually true, 100% fact, no cap, is that the CIA killed Martin Luther King Jr. That is not a conspiracy. That is just a fact. Another conspiracy people talk about is cloud seeding. And cloud seeding isn't a conspiracy. It's a thing that happens. Its effectiveness has a lot to be desired, but the whole idea is you can like create rain wherever you want it. But from what I've seen, it's only like 50 to 55% effective. And then like you can't really 100% prove that it was you cloud seeding versus like the climate just doing that. But shit's insane. People just say insane shit. Nothing's real. If I don't perceive it with my eyes, it didn't happen. Fuck you. Now we're moving on to the urinary sphincter. So if you didn't know, you have two so a sphincter is just a hole you can like close and open on your own. So like when you just think about sphincter, it's your butthole, right? But the urinary system has like two sphincters. It's like one in your urethra and then one like at the thing of the bladder. And that's the urinary sphincter. And when people have like bad competence, I don't know the word. You piss yourself because you lose control of your urinary sphincter. So like for you to feel like when you feel like you need to pee, your like inner urinary sphincter releases but you're able to hold it with like your main urethra sphincter or whatever the fuck. I'm probably explaining this wrong, but I'm also right at all times. So yeah. So you just piss yourself because you never know when the pee's going to leak out. That's the whole thing. So urinary sphincter, there you go. Recently, my wife and I watched Happy Gilmore, and I didn't realize how much I fucking love this movie, dude. I was able to quote so many of it, and then I remembered I've watched this movie probably a dozen times at this point, because not too long ago, Happy Gilmore 2 came out, but it feels very much like a cash grab than anything. Never watched it, though. But the whole movie is great. Can't believe he kills Chubbs. I am glad he wins the PGA Tour. Shooter McGavin. Fuck Shooter McGavin. He's a piece of shit. They get the house back and everyone lives happily ever after. Great. They didn't need to make a second one. Second one, very much cash grab and a fuck you to everyone that enjoyed Happy Gilmore 1. Because half the people that were in Happy Gilmore are dead. And the other half, they couldn't get for the movie. What a surprise. But another thing me and my wife did recently was we went to dirt racing. Like a dirt racing track where people like... It was insane, dude. People are literally going at like 50, 60 miles an hour around this like half-mile dirt track. It's insane how fast they're able to go and how much like they're all fucking leaned and turned. They're just drifting around the track, throwing dirt everywhere. And it rained a little bit too, so it was just mud slinging. It was great. There was one race where they started with 19 cars and only 8 finished after 20 laps. Like, what the fuck? It was insane. It was a massacre out there. The announcer, I wrote this down because I thought it was funny. The announcer said, he got plumb knocked off his hot rod. All right, dude. Oh, something I've been getting into recently though is Terraria. Boop-a-doo, Terraria. I know Terraria is a fun fucking game. I watch this guy a lot called I Like Cheese. Best Terraria creator out there. I don't think he's made videos in the past few months. He was in college when he was making videos. But they were all funny. They were always funny. And I wish he would come back. But Terraria is a game where like the base game has an insane amount of shit in it. And people are like, oh, it's 2D. It's just 2D Minecraft. Who gives a fuck? It's so much more in depth than Minecraft ever will be. So much more. And the modding community for it is just as insane as Minecraft's is. Like, what the fuck, dude? So I've been playing that too. I've been playing so many games recently, dude. But Terraria has been one of them for a while, and I just like it a lot. But it also doesn't really fit the content of my YouTube channel. But it also does. I literally uploaded a Minecraft Let's Play on my YouTube channel. Not a Let's Play, like I edited it down, but it's still there. Here's another thing I have an opinion on. They are remastering Assassin's Creed Black Flag. And what pisses me off most about this is Assassin's Creed Black Flag is a great pirate game. It's not an Assassin's Creed game. I want Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. I want to just climb around the city and fucking swan dive onto people and blow their brains out. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood had the best multiplayer out of any Assassin's Creed because it had the game mode where it was like you and 8 other people, and you chose a different assassin, and some of them had different abilities or whatever, and you would blend in with the crowd, and the goal was to figure out who was an assassin and kill them before they killed you. And that was the best game mode ever of any fucking game. And I want that to come back. But guess what? That's not in Assassin's Creed Black Flag. That was in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. I don't want to get on the ship. Don't make me get on the ship. I don't care about the ship. I want to be in the town being an assassin. I don't want to be a pirate. If I wanted to be a pirate, I would go play a pirate game. Why is that so hard for people to understand? Assassin's Creed Black Flag is a fine game. It's not an Assassin's Creed game. Fuck you. But then also that gets me into like other fucking video games. There hasn't been a mainline Fallout in like a decade. Did I only ever play Fallout 4? Yeah. Did I finish it? No. And same thing with Elder Scrolls. I finished Elder Scrolls, by the way. How's there not been a 6th Elder Scrolls? It was released in 2011. It's been 15 years. Insane. Fuck you. Fuck Skyrim Online. Fuck Fallout 76. Fuck it. Fuck Stellaris or whatever. What is that game they made? I don't remember because it was bad. They made it on the same engine as like Fallout, and it sucks. You know what is good? Because it's a lot more railroady than Fallout is New Worlds, Outer Worlds. The Outer Worlds, dude. I fucking love The Outer Worlds, and I'm replaying it right now because I want to replay it and then hop into the second one. Dude, So I've played The Outer Worlds a couple times. The first time, I was a complete asshole. Nobody joined my team. Everyone hated me. It was great. The second time, I was like super nice, and everyone joined my team, and everyone loved me. And they're like, oh, Captain, you're so great. Oh, Captain, the engineer lady, she's really hot. Can I go bang her? And then I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, go bang her. And then they bang. Oh, but dude, the reason I've been able to play a lot of games, too, is because I got a Steam Deck. I got a Steam Deck like years ago, back when they were like $400. Now they're like $600, $700. It's insane. And then they recently released the Steam Machine. Dude, that thing's like $1,200. They're like, we're shooting for $700, $800. It's because all these fucking AI companies eating up all the shit. I don't want to talk about AI. Fuck AI. But it also brings back the idea of like Moore's Law. What is it? It's like AI, not AI. I can say it right. Is the observation that the number of transistors on a microchip doubles roughly every 2 years. This principle comes from the Intel Corporation co-founder Gordon Moore in 19. It explains why computers get smaller, faster, and cheaper over time. Because it gets a lot easier to produce the older tech, and then the newer tech's a lot more compact, so you can fit a lot more into it. So microchips shrink every 2 years, because you can get the same amount of computing power from like half the size, or you can increase the density and keep the same size. Is the whole appeal, the whole idea. That's the whole idea of the. But in recent years, like it's become so microscopic to shrink down microchips that like it's getting near impossible to make them better. And it's not even like a real law. It's just something that Intel's COO or whatever, co-founder, just said from an observation. But the idea was like the density doubles, or you're able to make it half the size every 2 years without an increase in cost. But now, since AI has skyrocketed everything because demand is way higher and the supply hasn't changed, it caused everything to skyrocket in price. So it kind of like puts the whole idea of Moore's Law out the window. Speaking of other things that are getting remastered, the PlayStation 5, Sony's not making any more physical games anymore. And like, I mean, that's fine, I guess. Maybe it's not fine. All my shit's on Steam. So far, Steam hasn't been a terrible company. They give sales consistently, and it seems like every other company just fucking shoots themselves in the face. And the worst thing Steam has done in recent years is like they wanted the Steam machine to be $800 and it's $1,200. But that's not entirely their fault. But like fucking every other platform that launches a game hosting site just like makes it unbearable to use and shoots itself in the foot. And then people try to sue Steam as a monopoly, but it's because they just sit there and don't do anything. And all the other companies just fucking cause their shit to crash. EA, Ubisoft, fuck them. I hate, the worst thing is when I download a game on Steam and I launch the game and then it launches the Uplay launcher. Fuck Ubisoft. Fuck them. They ruined Assassin's Creed. They ruined Rainbow Six Siege. Fuck them. Simple as that. Simple as that. What can I say? And you know what really grinds my gears? Fucking light mode, dude. Fuck light mode. Oh, wait, I'm just kidding. You're a bunch of plebeians who use dark mode because you never go outside. Go outside, the light won't be so bad. Think about it. Think about it. I prefer light mode. I use YouTube in light mode. I use Discord in light mode. I use Reddit in light mode. It's all great. Don't see the appeal of dark mode. Don't get it. Oh, it doesn't hurt my eyes. All right, whatever, dude. You're wrong. Simple as that. Let's talk about audiobooks. I still use Libby. Bring it up every time. I use Libby. And right now, I am listening to a couple series like I was before, but I'm deeper in the series now. I listened to the first 2 books of the Expanse series. First one being Leviathan Wakes. And my God, it's so dense. Like, I like sci-fi a lot. I like fantasy a lot. But goddamn, is this sci-fi thing so fucking dense. And I think there's like 6 or 8 books in this series. I'm so excited to listen to them all. I'm listening to so I finished the second one. I'm waiting for the third one to like come available because on Libby it works like a library where they only have so many licenses for so many things. But right now I'm listening to the third book of the Red Rising trilogy. Morning Sun, I think is what it is. And my God, everything has come to a head. Everything is lined up pretty well. Characters are re-coming out. A lot of characters have died. And it is so much fun. I got half the book left. They currently are talking about leaving Mars as like their home station. And they're gonna, right now they are talking to the moon lords of the outer planets, like the gas giants, because there's 1,000 moons out there. And they're trying to make an alliance with them at the current moment. That's where I'm at. Insane. Well, this has been a time. And gross. Well, I'm sure there's at least an hour of usable footage in this. I love you. Bye. Mwah.